first or a second DUI, even a third in San Francisco County, we can usually keep our clients out of jail. Especially on a first DUI, it almost never happens where a client ends up in jail. Worst case is having to do some time on the sheriff's work program or some volunteer work. The better attorneys who handle nothing but or almost exclusively DUIs know how to get these results. If you end up doing jail on a first DUI, typically what has happened, either you have a terrible lawyer or the facts are so bad that, there may, we're talking about injuries, accidents, deaths, things like that can result in jail time if the injury is pretty severe. If it's a felony, but on a misdemeanor DUI, no, you should not be going to jail. If you end up in a jury trial, which is your decision whether you want to go to jury trial, and if you testify and if the judge thinks that you're lying on the witness stand, then you could end up doing some jail time. The maximum penalty on a first DUI, a misdemeanor DUI, is 6 months in jail. The most that you can end up doing is 3 months of that. And I can't remember the last time I saw anyone's client doing something like that, even after a jury trial where a judge felt like someone was lying, committing perjury on the stand, was dishonest, and they wanted to punish them. At most, usually it would be a week or two at the very most. And if you did just recently get arrested for a first DUI or even a second DUI and sometimes a third DUI, you're most likely, with a good lawyer, not going to jail because there are alternative services for even the more serious cases. You can do the sheriff's work program, which is kind of trash pickup. There's electronic monitoring. There's residential treatment. There are all sorts of things and ways to stay out of jail. What you will end up doing in most of these cases, if you get convicted, in fact, pretty much all of them, is you'll end up doing a DUI school and being put on a probation, which is typically 3 years for a DUI, paying a fine, having a license suspension, which can be dealt with on a restricted basis as long as it's not a refusal case. There's so much that goes on in these cases, but the one thing that I can tell most people, I'm not allowed to promise or guarantee it, but that I can tell you based on over 30 years of experience and having handled thousands of cases, many of those in San Francisco County and the other counties in the San Francisco Bay Area, is that you're most likely not going to jail. Don't worry about going back to jail if you've already been there when you got arrested, if you get convicted of a DUI. So a good lawyer is where to start and where to finish with your DUI case.